What is up, guys? Welcome. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to farm Naxxramass really fast. Some of you might know this. This is the Naxxramass frostweave farm, but this is my version of it. It's more of an enhanced version. I actually combine a few, you could call it clever use of game mechanics, you could call it a few more exploits on top of the already, the Naxxramass farm itself already pretty much is an exploit. I don't know this firsthand. I heard stories from a long time ago that Blizzard actually nerfed this. They made it so that the mobs don't actually respawn on Naxxramass, and now they do. So what you're gonna do to set this up? This is probably the basics of how to set up the Naxxramass frostweave farm. I'm getting like tongue twisted like crazy right now. Before I went and actually set this to 25 man heroic, and now I'm just gonna go in. I killed the first boss. I killed all the mobs before the first boss. I killed the first boss, and now I'm gathering all these creeps together. They're just random bats and bugs and zombies. So I'm just gonna gather them all together, and then I'm gonna just kill them all really fast in one AoE, and then I can loot them all. And what Blizzard did before was actually they made it so that these things don't respawn. And then right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my garrison Hearthstone and then TP myself back into my garrison. And then now I'm going to set my this is really important. You got to make sure you do this right. I set my Naxxramass or all my raids to 10 man heroic, and then I enter the proving grounds. Now after you enter the proving grounds, you want to TP out of your proving grounds, and then you want to go back to Naxxramass. You could either fly back, take a portal back, or in my case I put my Hearthstone in Dalaran. So I Hearthstone back to Dalaran, and then now I'm gonna fly all the way back to Naxxramass. There's actually a point for the alliance, like right under Naxxramass. There's a place to there's an inn there. You can bind your Hearthstone there. There's also a horde place on the side. But the place for the alliance, you actually have to do a few quests before the inn is actually unlocked. So we're just gonna go in, and then now before you go in, you want to make sure you reset your instances, and then you just go in. And what's gonna happen now is the creeps after the first boss, they're not actually supposed to be alive. So you're just gonna go in, and now they're actually alive. So you can go in, you can gather them all together, really fast, and then you can kill them again for more frostweave cloth, junk and random greens and purples and all that. The frostweave cloths actually sell for quite a lot on my server. I think they sell for like 90 silver each, and this actually gets you frostweave like really fast. I'll show you in a bit how much frostweave I actually get. So this is the that just now was the basics. That was just setting up, and this is actually the more complicated part. So before you enter your proving grounds again, this is actually a different run on a different day at a different time. Before I went and actually set my Naxxramass to 10 man, I had to make sure all my raids were at 10 man, or else it messes up. And then I entered proving grounds. I got out of my proving grounds, and then I Hearthstone over to the inn. And then now I'm going to fly into Naxxramass. I'm just checking my calendar right now to make sure when Naxxramass actually resets. And then we're just going to go in, and it's just like before. Everything else is dead, besides all these bugs and bats on the second part of the instance. So we're just going to go in. We're going to gather them all again. You don't actually wait. You actually have to do this. You have to make sure you go in. You have to gather them, and then you have to kill them. And this part right now, right here, is the most important part. So this is all about where you're standing when you actually TP out of your proving grounds. So you can see those three like little dots. They're like making a triangle, and they point up. You kind of want to stand at the place where they're pointing. You can pause the video and see where I'm standing, and you want to stand right there, and you want to TP to your proving grounds. The button you see me click on the side is actually a macro that I made that automatically teleports me to the proving grounds, and then teleport me out of it. I'll put that in the description below. It's a very simple macro. It's just one line. And now we're in Naxxramass again. And to check if the exploit worked, you want to try to exit Naxxramass. If it's working, you will not be able to exit the raid. Now we're just gonna go in. We're gonna run really fast, and we're gonna run to the second part of it again. I tried to make this like, I tried to connect the video. I tried to speed it up, but I didn't want to cut any part out of it, so you guys can see that this is all one run, all one take. There's no like, tricky camera action behind. and now we're going to gather them all together again. And you know, this actually takes quite a long time on a hunter. This hunter is actually a hunter I got from, you know, buying Legion like yesterday or something like that, and or the day before. And now I TP to the Proving Grounds, and then as you can see right now, I TP'd back to Naxxramass, and this actually TP'd me into the instance itself, and all the mobs have respawned. So I can just go in, I can stay right here. I don't even have to make the run before. I can just gather them all, kill them, TP myself out of the instance, and then TP back in, and then I will be here again, and then I can just do this over and over and over. And it takes me about probably, you know, less than a minute to gather all these up, and then just, you know, really quickly AoE them down. Okay, it might take a minute for my hunter, because hunters are really bad at pulling without killing. Like, I can pretty much only use distracting shot without killing mobs. And then this is just what I got from, I think, what was that, 2 or 3 runs? No, that was 4 runs. So this is like what I got in 4 runs. Ignore the 5 frostweaves at the bottom. Those are actually just what I got before, but all the other frostweaves. So I basically got, I think it's like 2 full stacks of frostweave, or 2 and then like a little bit more, like about 500 frostweave in 4 runs. And I got a whole bunch of junk, a whole bunch of greens. The junks usually sell for around 300 or so. And that's pretty much it. So you just do that over and over again until you're like really rich. And I think you can probably do this. The only downside is the instance does get instance locked, so you want to make sure you get the most out of it. And I think the problem I run into the most right now is my bags actually fill up, because I don't have those 30 slot bags. I pretty much just started the game. Like, I just came back and started playing again, so I don't actually have, you know, I don't have a lot of money right now, but I was looking at farming guides, and then I just found some pretty good ways to farm. So if you're interested, like, I think I'm gonna be, you know, trying to find more clever ways to farm, more exploits and stuff in the future. And I pretty much only played this like for a week now, and I've already found a really pretty OP exploit, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to find more, especially when Legion launches. Like, because, you know, when a new patch comes out, it's like buggy as hell, and some things do get do make it to live, because, you know, not everyone in the beta is really good at finding these things. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.